Simon, could you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Simon Vine. I am a former head of an investment bank, spent about 20 years in proprietary trading a variety of assets, focused on emerging markets, fixed income, and so on. Since 2019, I've been investing mostly in private deals, in technologies, both in startups and in funds. And I have a variety of diverse interests. They spread from tourism to movie industry and mostly in technologies. I'm happy to share my views. Thank you, Mark, for the invitation.
Great. So remind everyone how you connected to 361 firm in the first place.
I met Mark in September 2019 through a mutual friend. He used to be Mark's colleague in Moscow in Ernst & Young, and we developed this relationship to the advisory role with Mark's firm, and I consider it to be one of the best discoveries I made in at least 2019. Mark is developing his practice very fast, and I'm very glad to be a part of it.
Well, thank you. And you're the poster child for in many ways. So let's go to a reflection. Reflect on 2020. Best, worst decision.
My best decision in 2020 was not to sell my assets in March. My worst was not to buy more in April.
We heard a lot of the former, but you're the first to mention that latter. So 2021, if we're interested in your thoughts on either the market, an asset class, a country, or an industry that's going to fall or really hard or rise rapidly, and most importantly, why?
Mm-hmm. I think that starting from the next year, okay, to start answering your question, I need to immediately assuming that it will be President Biden, I expect that the biggest opportunity will be in the industries which are client-oriented, and especially in the CO2 space. It is obvious that this is part of his program. It will be a part of the metrics of his success. And I would think that everything along those lines will be doing well. That said, of course, we have already seen electric cars skyrocketing. So I think the categories which already played out this year won't be as attractive as they have been up to now. This is my biggest focus right now. However, if not only President-elect Biden becomes a president, but also the Democrats win in Georgia, I would think that we'll have a substantial problems in valuations of real estate, further problems, and possibly a big sell-off in the stock market because of the tax policies which were announced during the election campaign.
Fair enough. In terms of your goals, but on the philanthropic side in particular, what are you focused on? What are your goals there for the year?
On the philanthropic side, I dedicate my time to the future of work, which I believe is the major issue which has to be addressed by the society as well as businesses. I see my mission in bringing the general understanding to the area and converting those who have not focused on it into thinking about it as the reality, which is very important for us who are capable of changing people's lives, for our kids, for the politicians, and for the basically people around us. So, and on the financial side, I support Jewish causes. Mostly, I believe that the issue of poor people and older people in my community needs to be constantly monitored, and I'm trying to contribute to these causes.
Great, thank you. In terms of your asks, how can we help you?
In terms of my asks, the main thing is keep going. You're doing very well. I think that the best thing which has happened so far is the expansion of both the number of families and the number of themes which are covered. And now we need to maybe focus on bringing more business focus to those themes which were identified and discussed.
And then just your advice broadly, not just to your children, but to our network, and one word that you associate with 2021 that you would like to associate.
I think the one word will be rebalancing. Definitely in terms of the financial objectives, and the one word in terms of the general trends, I think it will be staying cool. So 2 words.